Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Today we are going to be talking about the top 10 ways to increase your happiness. So there are 10 specific things that I have started implementing in my life when I started searching for more peace and joy in my life. And these are the top 10 things that I have found that have made the most impact in my life. So number one is meditation. I spend 10 minutes in the morning and 10 minutes in the evening meditating every day. So my morning meditation is a way for me to set my day off on the right foot, to get in the right frame of mind, to go throughout my day in the way that I really want to. So in a state of peace and calm. And no, that doesn't always last all throughout the day, but it's a way to start your day off right. And it has helped me go from waking up already stressed and overwhelmed and feeling behind to at least starting off my morning in a calm and peaceful manner. And my evening meditation I do as a way to express gratitude for all of the good things that happened that day. And sometimes those are a little more difficult than others. Some days are harder than others, and you have to dig a little deeper to find that hidden gem in each day. But getting into the practice of doing this every single evening helps you to realize how much abundance you actually have in your life already. And the more that you realize that and are grateful for that, the more abundance is going to come into your life. Number two is to find something to look forward to and get excited about. So every single night, I plan out my day for the next day. I plan out my to-do list and my project that I'm working on, and I try to include something that is exciting for me that I can look forward to the next day. When you include something in your to-do list that you can look forward to, whether it be watching a movie or watching an episode of your favorite show or practicing a hobby, but including something that as you're going throughout your day, you know you have something that you're excited about, that you're looking forward to, and that makes your day go by a lot smoother, and it puts you in a better mood when you know you have something positive to look forward to. Number three is to complete an act of kindness daily. Now, whether this be something that you can do around your home with your own family or practicing an act of kindness when you're out and about for a stranger, one of my favorite things to do is when I'm out getting coffee to pay for the person behind me. This is something that has actually happened to me a lot, where I will go to get a cup of coffee and the person ahead of me has already paid for what I'm going to order. So it's just my way of paying it forward. And now whenever I go to the coffee shop, I just automatically tell them that I want to pay for the person behind me. So little acts of kindness like that throughout the day will put you in a much more peaceful state and a much more joyous state when you know that you are doing something good for someone else. Now, if you are a stay-at-home mom like I am and you don't get out a whole lot, you can still practice this every single day by doing something kind for one of your family members. And know that what you're doing on a daily basis by taking care of the home and doing the dishes and cooking the meals is already a form of kindness that you're showing to your family. But I encourage you to stretch yourself out of the current things that you're doing and find a new way to show kindness to someone in your life. Number four is to exercise. Now, I used to hate to exercise. I hated getting up, and I used to force myself to exercise. And when that shifted for me was when I started to notice how I felt after working out for, I think it was about a week, is when I really started to notice the change in my life from working out consistently. And even if you don't have a whole lot of time, even if you only have 10 or 15 minutes in your day to work out, I highly, highly recommend that you start your day with a quick workout. Number five is give to others. So this is a little different in doing an act of kindness for someone, but what I mean by giving is finding a charity or an organization that you are passionate about, that really speaks to you, and donate a percentage of your income to that charity. Now, this isn't the only way to give to someone. There are so many different ways that you can contribute to someone else's life, but this is probably one of the most popular examples, is to get in with a charity or a group that speaks to your heart and help them spread their message. Number six is to read good books. So I've always been a really big reader. I love reading books, and I probably read about one new book each week. But what I really like to read is the self-help book genre. Something that is going to have a positive impact in your life and something that you can read and take action on. Because you can read a book that inspires you and motivates you, but if you don't take action on it and do something about it, then it's just going to be another book that you read and you're going to forget about it in a couple of days. But when you take what you're reading and you put action to it, then it starts to change your life and it increases your happiness levels because you're creating change in yourself. You're creating positive change in yourself. Number 7 is to smile and think about the person that you want to be. So even when you don't feel like you're in a good mood, and some days you may not even care that you're in a bad mood and you just want to sulk in that feeling, I highly encourage you to force yourself out of that by putting a smile on your face, regardless of how you feel. Just the simple act of putting a smile on your face will make you feel better. But I would push that even a little bit further and say, put a smile on your face and think about who you want to be. When you start to think about the person that you want to be, it starts to get you out of that funk and it motivates you to be that person that you really want to be. So it's a lot easier to notice when you're off track, when you sit and you think about who you want to be and then you realize, yes, I'm being that person right now, or no, I'm not being that person right now. Number 8 is to spend time daily on a hobby. So recently I've taken up jewelry making and I fell in love with it. I want to do it every single day. I'm always looking for new beads and new chains and different things that I can do and create. And it's just something that really brings a lot of joy in my life. So I try to practice a little bit of that every single day and spend, sometimes even if all I have is 20 minutes, I will spend 20 minutes practicing making something. But more times than not, I try to give myself a good hour to spend on my hobby. And that alone will just put you in a much better state. When you're feeling stressed or overwhelmed or frustrated, sometimes it's good to just take yourself out of that situation and place yourself in a situation where you find joy and something that makes you feel at peace and at ease. And for me, that's photography and now jewelry making. So when I start to feel stressed out or I start to feel like a resistance towards something in my day, I will remove myself from that situation and I'll go and I'll sit down and I'll start working on a pair of earrings or a necklace, or I go outside with my camera and I start taking some pictures. But take up a hobby that makes you feel at peace, that makes you feel good and joyous, and practice a little bit of that every single day. Number 9 is going to be one that you probably don't want to admit that you do, but more than likely you are doing. And that is to stop nagging. This is something that I still work on a daily basis, especially with my husband and my kids, but it's something that I continue to work on because I want to get better at it. And I notice that when I am nagging at them, it just puts me in a funk. It puts me in this negative energy space, and that's not a space that I want to be in. So try to catch yourself when you start nagging about something and bite your tongue and try to let it go, because I promise you, more times than not, it is not worth nagging at them. It's not going to change anything, and it's just going to put you in a negative state. Number 10 is to take action. Again, like I was talking about with the books earlier, if you are listening to a podcast or you're watching a video or something inspires you and you're motivated, that is the moment to take action. Because if you wait, like Mel Robbins says in her book, The 5-Second Rule, if you wait even more than 5 seconds, then that's gone. And so this has made the most impact in my life, is not allowing myself to overthink things for more than 5 seconds. I make a decision within those 5 seconds to either take action or not. But when I choose to doubt myself or second guess myself, then I end up feeling discouraged and bummed out throughout the day because I didn't believe in myself enough to take the action and do the thing that motivated me. So taking action is sometimes going to push you out of your comfort zone. More times than not, it's going to push you out of your comfort zone. But when you step out of that comfort zone, you are going to open yourself up to a whole new life, a life that you have only dreamt of living, because you are going to start grabbing hold of that courage and taking the next step to change your life. One of the things that I recently did to step out of my comfort zone, and it was one of those things that just kind of came to me, I was inspired to do and to follow, and I decided to take action. And it was the best decision that I could have made for myself, because it got me in touch with what I really wanted and helped me to focus on executing the things that spoke to my soul. So what I've learned is that when you're in your comfort zone, you're never going to discover who you really are and what you're really passionate about until you step out of that and you kind of give yourself that little push to do something that is uncomfortable, but is something that you feel is calling you towards it. So take that action, take that step, and the more that you do it, the less scary it becomes. And the more you start living your dream life, because you're living it authentically and honestly. All right, guys, so those are my top 10 tips to increase your happiness. If you guys enjoyed this video, then I would be ever so grateful if you subscribe to the channel to see more videos like this. And I will see you guys in the next video.